Hey Lash Babes, have you been wanting to become a lash artist? Make sure to check out my Louise Plus membership where you can have access to my online courses from beginner to advanced styling, all from the comfort of your own home. You also gain access to never before seen content not found on YouTube. Members also save up to 50% off lash products with free shipping. To learn how to save money and take your skills to the next level, make sure to check the description box down below for more information. Hey Lash Babes, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to lash mature eyes and also how to lash tiny itty bitty lashes. I know a lot of people have a huge struggle when dealing with somebody that has very sparse lashes and also very tiny lashes. So I'm going to talk all about that, give you guys all my pointers today. So for today's products, we are going to be using my purple, white, and pink sensitive tape. I do have a bundle for all three colors. If you guys want to check it out I will have everything linked down below for you guys, okay? We also have the London Lash Primer and Super Bonder, my Yoyi's Obsessed 0.5 second dry time glue. I am literally obsessed with this glue. Obviously, that's why I named it like that. And my tweezers. I still don't know the names of it because these tweezers are coming out very soon. And for the star of the show, I'm going to be using my Royal Cashmere Lashes in 0.03. And you guys know that I have to clean my clients' lashes always. This is a must. If you are not the kind of person that washes and if you are struggling with retention, then that is probably why you are struggling with retention. And I know a bunch of you guys say that you don't have the time, that you don't like to sit there and wash people's lashes. Let me just stop you guys right here. Doing this step feels like a high quality service. You guys have no idea how many times I get a new client and they are shocked and amazed that I'm actually sitting there taking the time to clean them up. They love it. They feel like they're being pampered. So if you want to feel like a high quality service, do this to your clients. Doesn't matter. Take the time to do it. Honestly, half of your clients are coming from work. They're moms. They don't have time to do this. They're coming from the gym, running errands. So by you taking the time to do this, not only will it make you feel like a luxurious service, but it will just overall help your application process go by so smoothly because the lashes are not going to be sliding. They're going to be sticking and just holding onto those natural lashes a lot better. So the shampoo that I'm using is my Wash Me Baby 150 milliliter bottle. So it is a pretty big bottle and it has quite enough product. It's going to last you, I'm telling you guys, a couple of months. And if you are someone that has been wanting to retail shampoos for your clients, I also sell them in a pack of 6 and 12 and 24, and they are retail. So again, you're buying them cheap and then you can sell them full price to your clients. So you guys know the deal. We're completely washing her off and then we're gonna fan her dry. Since my model here is very sensitive, I'm not gonna be putting on iPads the way that I normally do. We're going to be using a completely different iPad. So this is a memory foam iPad. These are already pre-cut and pre-made for you guys. I bought these on Amazon. This was my first time trying them out and I absolutely hate them. I think they're from Lash&Beauty. They felt so plasticky. They didn't even feel like foam pads, but we were just working with it because again, my model here, we can't use regular gel pads on her because she will not stop tearing up. So if you have that one client that does not stop tearing up, it's most likely because they're getting sensitivities to the iPad. Most iPads have aloe vera or some type of gel that makes a lot of people very uncomfortable. Their eyes can't handle it. So just be careful with that. So now we're going to start priming, making sure that we are really getting in there. Again, priming is not essential. As long as you are washing, then you don't really need to prime. But again, I just want to make sure that my lashes fully stick in case there was any leftover shampoo, any eye creams or oils that were left over that the shampoo didn't get. That is why I prime. So again, it's not essential, but I do it because I know that it's going to help me and make sure that the application process goes a lot smoother. So for the mapping, we're going to be doing a very short styling because again, you can see that she has very tiny lashes. So I'm not trying to go really long. I feel like even these lengths were still a little too long for her, but she had a special occasion. She wanted them a little bit longer than what we normally do. So we're going to do 11 right in the center because that's the longest lengths. For someone that is more mature, you never want to be doing like a cat eye because someone that has mature eyes will end up looking older, and you're going to make their eyes look more tired, more saggy. So we want to do the complete opposite. We want them to look more youthful and more open and bright. So we're going to add the longer links right in the middle, because doing the longer links in the middle just makes them look more open. Again, we're going for a doll eye look. So you never want to do a cat eye. You never want to do really long lengths in somebody that has tiny lashes or tiny eyes, because it's going to make them look even more smaller. So stick with really, really short lengths. And even this, as you can tell, I'm doing about 3 millimeters longer than her natural lashes. And even then, I feel like it was still a little too long. And the reason why we are using a 0.03 lash for somebody that has lashes like this is because the lashes are thinner. So I'm not going heavy with the fans. I'm making my fans pretty light. So this is normally what I would do for a regular volume fan. And even though I am using a 0.03, technically that's what you would use for like a mega volume fan, right? But the reason why I'm making them really tiny small fans is because I don't want to be adding too much weight. So again, her lashes are very tiny, they're very thin. You want to be using smaller lashes. That way you're not adding so much weight to her natural lashes. So 0.03 is the best way to go, because you can still create a little bit of fullness. And also she has very visible gaps. Like, she does not have that many natural lashes. And I know a lot of you guys will look at this and be like, wow, that's a lot of lashes. But no, she does not have that many natural lashes. So if I were to do a classic look on her, it just doesn't, it wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look full, because she doesn't naturally have that many lashes. So a hybrid set will look beautiful on her if you want more of a natural look. But again, she wanted something a little more on the dramatic side because she was going to a special event. So we went for a full volume look. And honestly, this style looked so beautiful on her. It made her eyes look more youthful and more young. So that's the reason why I decided to go for technically a mega volume look, but ended up doing more of a volume, soft, lighter fans. So as you can see, I'm just going back and forth. Also, if you guys notice, I am placing my fans a little further out than usual. The reason why I'm doing this is because, again, my client has very, very sensitive eyes. And no matter how close or how far I place the extensions, she feels like she feels them right on her lash line. So I place them out a little further than normal, because this is honestly, it's too far out for me, for my liking. I like to place the extension as close as possible, but she feels like they are really on her skin. So I place them a little bit higher. That way it's not bothering her. She doesn't feel uncomfortable, and she's not sitting there picking at them. So again, it just depends on your client. You know, some clients are more sensitive than others, and you just have to do your best to try to make them feel comfortable, you know? And if that's placing them out a little further than normal, which I don't like doing this method, but it helps. If it helps out your client, then go for it, you know? So now I'm just going back and forth. And again, I am working on both eyes at the same time. So what I do on one eye, I'm going to do on the other, because I want to make sure that both eyes look very symmetrical and very even. I don't like working on one eye at a time, because especially if you run out of time, so you've been working 2 hours on one eye and then you jump onto the other eye, you feel more pressure, because now you realize that you're taking so much time. So I recommend for you to go back and forth. That way you can make both eyes even throughout. Okay, another tip that I wanted to give you guys, if you guys see how 11 is still a little too big for her, I was actually wanting to do really, really shorter lengths, like drop it down to a 7 or a 6, and then do like a 10 or a 9 in the center. But I don't have shorter lengths than this for this curl. I used a C curl because I don't want to be too dramatic. If you're doing a D curl, it's just going to curl all the way in. It's not going to look flattering on her. So somebody with mature eyes, I will normally stick to like a C or a CC curl. But somebody with lashes like this, never, never, never put anything longer than this. As you can see, 11 is still pretty long. So I recommend for you to be doing shorter lengths, because once you start doing longer lengths, you have to remember that's a lot of weight. It is way too much weight. You're gonna end up damaging her natural lashes. So always be using short lengths. If you are doing like a 12, 13, 14, girl, you are gonna mess up her lashes. So just be careful with that. Make sure to stick with shorter lengths. And I prefer a doll eye on more mature clients, because it just makes them look more youthful and just more open. And yeah, I love it. Okay, so obviously at this point we're already done. It was that simple. So we are just gonna finish the set using Super Bonder. This is from London Lash. I really, really love the Super Bonder. But surprise, I'm coming out with my own very, very soon. I can't wait to drop my own primer and sealer, which again is coming out very, very soon. So that is pretty much it. We're gonna fan her out, and that is it for this look. I know, simple as that. I did not want to overcomplicate it. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna give you guys my biggest tips on dealing with somebody with very, very sensitive eyes. My model here, or my client, she will nonstop water as soon as she leaves our appointment. So I started washing her lashes right after the application. And I know a bunch of you guys are gonna be like, wait a minute, you can't get them wet. That's a big no-no. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Okay, let me stop you guys right here. If you're a lash artist, or if you're a lash artist that is still saying not to get your lashes wet, then that is like, okay, that is in the past. We gotta let that go now. If you are using a super bonder or a sealer, remember the super bonder is completely curing that glue instantly. So within a couple of seconds, it is completely cured, meaning that they could go jump in the pool, they could go jump in the ocean, they could cry, go to the sauna, go work out, do whatever they want, and her lashes will be fine. As long as you are making sure that your application is on point, nothing is going to happen to those lashes. So again, this only works if you're using a super bonder or sealer. If you're misting, this is not going to work for you because that glue is still drying. So disregard that. But if you want those lashes to last, and if you want your client to walk out of there with no irritations, use a super bonder. But again, if you're using a super bonder on somebody that's very sensitive, they have all those ingredients in their eyes, so they're going to feel very sensitive about it. So I recommend for you to wash it and remove all those ingredients, again, the primer, anything that was left over on her lash line. This just makes a huge difference. Your client's not going to feel any irritation, and it just helps out that way your client is not walking away and then still being teary about it, you know? Okay, so that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed all my tips, and just look how beautiful this set turned out. So simple. Ah, I love it. Okay, so if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe, follow, and don't forget to like this video. If you guys have any comments, comment down below, and also check the description box for all my product links. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
We're sitting on a pot of gold. Pot of gold. I don't know how to get inside. Oh no. Our weight is pulling both of us down oh so low. We don't know how to get it right. I can't decide if I should let you go. My heart is saying yes, but then my mind is saying no. I'm running out